The future of music, it's not some far-off concept anymore.
No, not at all.
It's right here.
Yeah.
And it's moving faster than any album drop. I mean, just think about how much the way you discover and even create sound has shifted.
Exactly. Our mission today is to really get into the technology that's driving this total revolution. We are leaving the era of, bulky physical
The
things.
tapes, the discs.
Right, the vinyl. We're stepping into a world built on code, on AI, and even virtual reality. We're going to unpack how music is becoming so much more immersive, smart, and global.
Okay, so let's start with the biggest shift of all, how we listen. It's so easy to forget how physical music used to be.
Oh, yeah. The earliest sound captures were on these wax cylinders. Then you had heavy vinyl discs that needed these massive mechanical players.
These huge, clunky things just to move a needle.
Exactly. And you could definitely not take them with you. The first big leap toward portability was magnetic tape that gave us cassettes.
And suddenly, you could listen on the go.
Yeah, maybe with a little hiss in the background, but for its time, it was a game changer.
I remember those. Then, of course, came digital compact discs, CDs. They were great because the sound was so much clearer and they were way more durable.
No more unspooling tape. Right.
Exactly. But even CDs feel clunky now.
Yeah.
I definitely don't miss my CD player skipping every time I tried to run with it.
It's true. The key shift is that the physical object is, well, it's practically gone. Most music today is non-physical. It's stored as digital files.
It's basically just code, right? Ones and zeros.
Millions of them sitting on servers and on your phone, and your device uses this complex software to turn that code back into the song you're hearing.
Which is the foundation for streaming. That completely dominates how we access music now.
For sure. You can get millions of songs instantly just by paying a monthly fee or watching some ads. It all uses high-speed data to send the audio to you in real time.
And the big benefit for you as listeners, you don't have to worry about storage space anymore.
Right, you're not downloading the files, you're just borrowing them. That almost infinite library of music is just sitting in the cloud, ready whenever you want it.
What's really fascinating, though, is the impact on the industry. These algorithms analyze your listening habits.
What you skip, what you repeat, even what time of day you listen.
And they are incredibly smart at suggesting new artists or genres based on all that data.
But this has totally changed how musicians have to operate. They get paid per play, not per album sale. And this is the key insight. It pressures artists to make songs that are instantly catchy.
Shorter, too.
Shorter, yeah, and optimized to get on a viral playlist instead of focusing on, say, a longer musical journey that you'd find on a full album.
So music is literally being composed differently because of how we pay for it.
And discovery has changed. Most people find new tracks through those curated playlists, sometimes made by humans, but more and more by AI.
Okay, let's talk about quality, because not all digital music is the same, is it?
Not at all. Standard digital music is often compressed. You can think of it like squishing a big image file to make it load faster.
You lose some of the small details.
Exactly. Which brings us to high-resolution audio. These files are called lossless. That means they keep all the original data from the studio.
So you're hearing every breath, every tiny string detail.
Exactly what the artist and the engineer wanted you to hear. But to really hear that difference, you need a good translator.
A translator.
Yeah, your phone speaks binary code, but your headphones only understand electric sound. A digital to analog converter, a DA, is that translator. It converts the code into a perfect electrical signal, much better than the cheap one built into most phones.
Okay, but that sounds like a massive file size. How can we stream all that data without it constantly buffering?
And that's where connectivity catches up. 5G technology makes it easy to stream these much larger high-res files without any lag. The pipeline is finally wide enough for the best quality sound.
Which brings us to the next level of customization, and this is where it gets really personal. Personalized soundscapes.
We're talking about music that changes automatically based on your mood or, your environment.
How does that even work?
This is where tech meets biology. Your smartwatch has biometric sensors that monitor your heart rate and stress levels.
Okay.
So if the system sees your heart rate is climbing because you're stressed about homework, it might subtly shift to calmer ambient sounds to help you focus.
Or if you're out for a run, the music could speed up its tempo to match your pace.
Giving you that perfect motivational beat drop right when you need it. And location matters too. Apps are starting to use GPS data to match music to your scenery.
So like a powerful cinematic track swells up as you reach a mountain viewpoint.
Exactly. Your music becomes a live, dynamic soundtrack that reacts to you.
That's how we listen, but let's flip it around. If the listener's experience is getting so smart, what's happening on the creation side?
Great question. Let's move to how we create. Artificial intelligence in composition is becoming a massive tool.
So computer writing music.
Pretty much. AI systems study thousands of songs, classical, rap, everything, to learn the patterns of rhythm, melody, and harmony that our brains like.
And once it's trained,
It can generate brand new pieces of music in seconds. This is super practical for things like background music for video games or social media videos where you need something unique and non-copyrighted.
but hold on, if the AI is just studying old songs, isn't there a risk that all new AI music will just sound the same? Doesn't that kind of crush originality?
That is the central tension. Right now, it's being used more as a tool, not a full replacement. For example, a student can use it to learn music theory. They can ask, what if I use a minor chord here? And it instantly shows them how it sounds and works.
It speeds up the learning curve.
Dramatically. And speaking of learning, the instruments themselves are getting smart. Think of a guitar with LED lights on the fretboard that show a beginner exactly where to put their fingers.
So it takes away that initial frustration. You don't have to look back and forth from a book.
Exactly. Or digital pianos that connect to a tablet and give you instant feedback on your accuracy, like a personal coach. And for drummers, electronic kits let you practice silently with headphones.
A big plus for the rest of the family.
For sure. But beyond just convenience, these instruments are getting so much more expressive. New sensors can detect the pressure and speed of your touch.
The nuance.
The nuance, yeah. It captures that human element. And since they're basically computers, they get software updates with new sounds and features. Your instrument actually gets better over time.
Okay, for any creators listening, this next part is huge. Global collaboration network.
The internet has totally eliminated the need for musicians to be in the same room.
Or even the same continent.
Absolutely. There's specialized cloud software that lets, say, a singer in London, a producer in New York, and a guitarist in Tokyo all work on the exact same file at the same time. They can see the changes live.
And that kind of instant connection is creating entirely new genres of music, right?
Okay.
Blending cultures and styles.
It's creating truly global music. And, crucially, this means that small, independent creators now have the same access to global tools that used to belong only to massive record labels.
You can reach the whole world from your bedroom.
You really can. And this is also changing music education. Students can join virtual classes and learn from teachers anywhere in the world.
Making that knowledge more accessible and affordable.
And they're making it fun. Gamification is being used to make practicing scales feel like a video game where you score points for accuracy.
That makes the boring parts way more engaging.
It does. Plus, schools are now teaching coding in music class, so you're not just learning to play an instrument, you're learning how to build your own digital one.
The focus is shifting from just performance to production. Knowing how to engineer a great track on your laptop is now a key skill.
A very powerful skill for the digital economy.
All right, let's move to our final section, the live and physical future. How is tech changing concerts and fan gear?
The biggest frontier is probably virtual reality concert experiences. You wear a VR headset, and you can feel like you're standing in the front row of a stadium without leaving your house.
And this isn't just watching a 360 video, right?
No, not at all. Artists use motion capture sensors, so their digital avatar moves exactly like them, and sound engineers use 360-degree audio, so the music really feels like it's all around you.
So the stage can change from a forest to outer space in an instant.
Exactly. And fans can interact as their own avatars. It also makes live music so much more accessible for people with disabilities or who just live far away from big cities. Everyone gets a front row seat.
On a similar note, we have holographic performers.
Which are already a reality. This tech uses high-def projectors and special screens to create a super realistic 3D image of a person on stage.
The first thing that comes to mind is bringing back legendary artists who are no longer with us.
That was the initial appeal for sure. But now, living artists are using holograms to appear in multiple cities at the same time for special events.
The technical challenge there must be insane.
It's staggering. You have to perfectly sync the hologram's movements with a live band. The slightest delay, and the entire illusion is broken.
Okay, let's talk about music on the go. Wearable music technology. Are we moving beyond headphones?
It looks like it. We're seeing smart fabrics built into clothes that can act as speakers or controllers. Imagine tapping your jacket sleeve to change the song.
That's cool. I've also heard about hats and headbands that use something called bone conduction.
Yes, bone conduction is a huge safety feature.
Can you break that down simply?
Sure, instead of pushing sound into your eardrums, it sends sound vibrations directly to your inner ear through the bones in your skull.
So your ears are still open to hear the world around you.
Exactly. You can listen to music but still hear traffic or someone calling your name. It's brilliant for safety. And for full immersion, there are haptic feedback vests.
What do they do?
They let you feel the physical vibrations of the bass in your chest. You get that thump you feel at a live concert.
And how are these things powered?
A lot of them are moving toward kinetic energy, meaning just by walking or moving your body, you generate the small amount of power needed to keep them running.
No more dead battery panic. That ties into our last point, sustainable music production.
Right. The industry is making a real effort to reduce its environmental footprint.
Historically, all those plastic CDs and vinyl records created a ton of waste.
Immense non-recyclable waste. So now, companies are using biodegradable materials and recycled plastics for the physical merch they still make.
And what about touring? All those buses and planes must have a big impact.
They do. So bands are working on greener routes and using renewable fuels. Venues are installing solar panels and using energy-efficient lighting to save electricity.
But the biggest environmental win has to be digital distribution itself. Right?
Oh, by far. Just removing the need to manufacture and then ship physical products across oceans in trucks and ships saves an incredible amount of energy and reduces emissions. It's the clearest way the digital shift helps the planet.
Wow. That's a huge amount of information, covering everything from listening to creation to the live experience.
To wrap up, technology is just breaking down all these old barriers. It's making music incredibly personal and truly global. You're entering an era where you can literally wear your music, create a track with someone across the planet, and have your life's soundtrack match your own heartbeat.
But if a computer knows exactly what you like, and your music is constantly adapting to your mood, your pace, your location, it raises a big question for you to think about. Will an algorithm that perfectly predicts your taste ever be able to genuinely surprise you with a completely new favorite song?
Something to consider.
Keep exploring these sounds. See you next